All right, let's set the scene. Forget your typical private eye story. Tonight, we're taking a walk down the rain-slick streets of a city called Māyā. You can hear a lone saxophone wailing from some basement club, and the biggest mystery on the table isn't about who pulled the trigger. No, it's about what reality even is. And this line right here, it's the key to this whole thing. See, in the city of Māyā, this grand cosmic illusion, it only works because the pieces don't know they're part of the puzzle. The rain, the pavement, you, me, none of us are in on the joke. We don't realize we're all just different expressions of Brahman, the one single underlying reality. The illusion holds up because we're all unaware, but our detective, well, he's in on the joke. Meet our PI, Neti Neti. And you gotta love this. His name is literally his method. It's a concept from Vedanta philosophy. Not this, not this. It's a way you find truth by figuring out everything it isn't. So his entire identity, his very name, is a search for what's left after you peel back all the layers of illusion. So, just like in any good noir, a dame in a red dress walks into his office. Classic, right? But get this, her name is Māyā, and she's not just any client. She is the client. She's Māyā itself, the cosmic power that weaves the very illusion he's trying to see through. And she, of all people, has a case for him. She wants him to find her missing husband. And who's her husband? Oh, you know, just Brahman. Not a guy, but the absolute. The one unified consciousness that is the source code for, well, everything. So the creator of all appearances has apparently lost the one and only true reality. And that's the heart of the problem, isn't it? This is the ultimate missing persons case. Finding Brahman isn't like looking for a guy who skipped town. It's literally like trying to find the ocean while you're swimming in it. It's a paradox that would shatter any other detective's mind. But for Neti Neti, it's just another Tuesday. The investigation kicks off exactly where you'd expect in a story like this, with a body slumped in a dark, rain-soaked alley. The scene feels familiar, classic even. But as Neti Neti gets closer, he realizes this victim is anything but. Okay, this detail is just wild. The victim's face isn't just a face, it's described as looking prior, almost like it's the original template, the blueprint that all other human faces were based on. So what we have here isn't just some person lying on the cobblestones, it's like an idea that's been murdered. And the clues found on the body, they're just as weird. There's a business card with one of the most famous Vedic sayings on it, Tattvam Asi, which means you are that. Then there's this iron key that's warm. It just stays warm to the touch for no reason. And finally, a hand-drawn map to a part of town where the streets are named for things like bliss, being, and consciousness. Every single clue is pulling this case further and further away from our world and deep into metaphysics. Now, a crime like this doesn't leave normal witnesses. To get a handle on what happened, Neti Neti has to talk to people who've seen the very fabric of reality start to unravel right before their eyes. And you gotta hear what they have to say. The bartender, Rupa, she insists the body didn't arrive. She says it was revealed. An old woman who stared at the same brick wall across the alley for 40 years swears a door just appeared in it, out of nowhere. And then there's this mysterious witness, Sakshin, who says, very cryptically, that the body is what shows up when the not this process is all done. And when you actually put it on a timeline, the sheer impossibility of it all just slaps you in the face. 7 p.m., a door appears in solid brick. Almost 3 hours later, a body materializes out of thin air. These aren't events that belong in our physical world. This is a straight-up violation of it. Okay, so this is where the case just blows wide open. Neti Neti figures out that the body in the alley wasn't a one-off thing. No, it's just a single piece of a much bigger, much more terrifying pattern that's being drawn all across the city. 6. That's the number. 6 of these impossible bodies have been discovered, each one just as baffling as the last. We're not talking about a regular serial killer here. This is something else. Something methodical, almost ritualistic. And here's the real kicker. When you plot the locations of these bodies on a map, they're not random at all. They line up perfectly. They form a precise geometric pattern. The killer isn't just taking lives. They're using the bodies to draw something huge and invisible onto the very soul of the city. This kind of ritual diagram is called a yantra. And the killer's method is incredibly precise.
They're using the city's hidden sacred geography as their canvas. Each body acts like a pin on that map, marking one point in the diagram. And the goal? To complete the figure and turn the entire city into some kind of metaphysical machine.
But what does this machine do? It's an extraction yantra. See, it's not designed to call something into the city. It's designed to pull something out. The whole point of this massive cosmic crime is to literally drain the Brahman, the essence of reality, of existence itself, out of the entire city and focus it all into one single point. So, the horrifying plan is on the table. We know the what and we know the how. But that leaves the biggest question of all for Neti Neti: who? Who could even think of something like this? Who would want to steal reality itself? It's time to build a profile. A priest who actually ran into the killer gives Neti Neti the most chilling piece of the puzzle. He says the killer's face, it wasn't evil in the way you'd expect. He said it was just hungry. Like all he could see was this bottomless, all-consuming spiritual hunger. And this is where it all clicks into place. Our hero and our villain, they're using the exact same tool, Neti Neti, this method of negation, of not this, not this. But while our detective uses it like a scalpel to carefully cut away illusion and find the truth, the killer is using it like a weapon, a way to consume reality, to steal the very truth he couldn't find for himself. So Neti Neti puts it all together. Here's his theory. The killer is a practitioner, right? A rogue Vedantist whose search for enlightenment went sideways, went horribly wrong. Instead of finding the absolute, he just found emptiness. And that void soured into this hunger, this need to take what he couldn't earn. The yantra is his desperate attempt to suck all the reality out of the city and into himself, to try and force the enlightenment that his own practice failed to give him. And that leaves us with this final, really unsettling question. The killer's method and the detective's name are the same. They are two sides of the exact same philosophical coin. So the ultimate puzzle here isn't just about catching a criminal. It's about confronting a dark reflection of yourself. How do you stop a shadow that looks just like you?